Hello everybody and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sport. We are live. It's a Monday and that means we are here to watch Varsity Cup Rugby. And the reason we can do this is because we had a massive big shout out to NPL, who are officially our Varsity Cup campaign partners for this season, and they are making sure that we are going to be covering Varsity Cup every single Monday, bringing you rugby that rocks, as they say, every single week on a Monday. We've got two games today. We are about to watch a UFS SHIMLAS take on the UCT IKEYS, or the IKEY Tigers, as they're now known, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. Absolutely love the Varsity Cup. We did the Varsity Cup final last year. Lots of people really enjoyed it, and as a result, we thought, well, you know, why just do the one game when we can do all of them? So welcome to the first Varsity Cup stream of the year. And as I said, a big shout out to NPL, who are our partners. And if you want to know who NPL is, I'm going to tell you in just a second. But we are about to have kick off. A UCT, we're playing right to left. UFS from the Free State on left to right. They've just received kickoff. We are underway. And the Varsity Cup 2024 campaign has officially kicked off. The question is, who is going to come away with this year's title? We saw some really good rugby last year in the Varsity Cup, and hopefully we're going to see even better rugby this year. It's one of my favorite competitions. It really is the Varsity Cup. This is going to go all the way back down towards Ethan Wenzel, who looks fine touch, actually. And here we go. Into Tukum cars, though, looking to be brought in. Yeah, no, but a show and go there from Kian Davis. The fly half there for UCT. That's a nice big tackle. Quick ball coming from Rian Jenis. On the bounce, though, and it's intercepted. Now on the right-hand side. It's a good carry there from Justinel. Quick ball. Long pass out. That's nice. Oh, that's a great angle being run. Just a slight slip there. Ball pops up there. It's a very good carry now for Niels Bolskenk. Shimla's now inside UCT territory. And Shimla's have actually been popped out. The ball pops up and it falls to, I think it looks like Kwesi Dlamini. Now the captain, Pierre Ace. Big hit on him from the hooker. Keegan Blackenberg. Now on the left-hand side. We'll kick him behind there from Duran Kuvort. And it's just going to escape. I tell you what, Severe Zondani was trying to get on the left-hand side, inside 22. And I think half a meter. And I think he actually could have probably run onto that. A nice little kick in behind from, I think it was Michael Annis. We'll watch out for Zane Bester, by the way. A couple of our players to watch out. Zane Bester in that outside centre position. And many of the players to watch. And it looks like an absolute scorcher of an afternoon, by the way, in Bloemfontein. Blackenberg will feed the line out here for UCT. Defensive line. And they're right up against the touch line, because it's been stolen from Shimlas. So Shimlas on the front foot here. The captain Pierre Ace wearing the number 4 jersey. Strong carry from him. Pick up and go. It's just short there. And the tighter is going to go over first up. That's Rian van der Merwe. Shimlas get the first try of the 2024 Varsity Cup. What a start for the home side. And the celebration as well. He says, show me the money. Show me the money. Out here flexing for a contract. That's really good work, actually, from Shimlas. First of all, stealing the line out there, and just a couple of strong carries. And the UCT defense really not ever particularly well set. And the kick to come. There's a good one. So Shimla's go up to 7 points to 0 within the first 5 minutes. What a start that is from the home side. Looks like a decent crowd in as well. And you can just see the UCT defense hadn't just fanned out enough. And it was a pretty easy run in the end from Rian van der Merwe. Not quite sure what the celebration for the money is. Maybe looking for contracts and give a couple of URC sides out there potentially trying to grab a contract there. Right, so 7 points to 0. The perfect start from the home side. Not the best start that UCT would have wanted, but still lots of rugby to play. Looks a pretty good exit. No turnover ball here for UCT. Ikey's now long pass, looking to use the width of the field. Decides to straighten. That's a nice carry there. I think it was from Niels. No, I think it's Tariq Kruger. Ball over the top on the run. Comes inside. Strong carry there from Luke Berger. Now short from Ken Davis to Kruger. Penalty advantage there for the Ikey's. Goes himself. It gets the offload away. He's never going to stop him. Surely he's not going to stop him. He is going to stop him. He's just short there as Laura Darport. On the brink here are UCT. And as he got over, he has gotten over. Strong carry from Tariq Kruger. And UCT will say, well, we're not going to die wondering here. Straight back into the game they go with a try of their own. And we're not even 5 minutes in. And we've already gotten 2 tries. Tariq Kruger now bringing up his 4th Varsity Cup try as Ikey's hit back. He's a big lad, is Tariq Kruger. Difficult to stop in that sort of range. Trying to work out what's going on with the scoreboard here. I'm pretty sure the kick was good, and yet they've defaulted it back to 5 points. Yeah, for Shimless. So I'll just go with what I'm seeing on the TV here. And Turgam Karsda, the wing, is the kicker for UCT. Top scorer in the Varsity Cup campaign last year. One of the players to watch. He adds the extras there. And that, in theory, apparently, we're then taking the lead. I can confirm that is the scorecard. It'd be really, really cool if, yeah, you see on the website's saying 7-0, Supersport's saying 5 points to 7. So I mean, the website's value. I'm pretty sure you got it. I'm pretty sure it's 7-0. We'll wait for confirmation of that, but I'm pretty sure it's 7-0. We're on the first half, yeah. It's literally just 6 minutes played so far. So what a pretty frantic 6 minutes has been. And a knock on there. No penalty coming to a UCT. Rian van der Merwe, the try scorer, conceding it. Right, an opportunity to tell you about our sponsors and our partners for the Varsity Cup, which is NPL, who are the first sports nutrition company in SA to pioneer a non-proprietary blend policy, ensuring precision and effectiveness in energy saving. With clinically proven doses and quality-driven products, they are your best option. Aim higher, push further, sweat harder, and lift stronger. Hashtag for the goal with NPL, because when it comes to your fitness journey, of which I'm actually on my own one at the moment, NPL is just better. So big shout out to them, and you can go check out their website in the description below. And see lots of very cool products there on the website. And big shout out to them for sending me a couple of things. Got a nice new water bottle, which is massive, by the way. And had a protein bar earlier, which looked something like that. It was very nice. And I got a little energy drink over here as well, which is NPL Hustle. So I'm actually quite keen to try that. A bit of a messy line there from UCT. Almost turnover ball. Now, comes back inside. Good offload there coming from Vetabila Low. Also one of the players to watch in today's game. So UCT on the front foot now. But trying to work their way into the Shimlers 22, which they do. It's a strong carry. Now Blackenberg on the angle. Now back to Tariq Kruger. He gets the offload away. Good hands. Vetabila Low. Just caught inside. Now they work their way down the right-hand side to UCT. Nice, good carry there. Good cleaning out from Terry Kruger as well. Ball available. Options. Gets the offload off the ground. He goes to Krikaza. Surely one more time. He's going to go over. He will go over. It will be Duran Kuvot. Oh, it's just short. What a tackle that is. And a penalty for UCT. What a tackle that is. Goodness me. I thought for sure he was over. Right, decision time here for UCT. Looks like they're going to kick towards the corner. Yep, and Kian Davis saying thank you very much. Just chips. Look, and what a tackle this is. I mean, you look for sure. You should have got the offload in hindsight, but that might be one of the tackles of the season from Zane Best. It is a high tackle, so it was a penalty, but cheap as me, that's still a phenomenal try-saving tackle, even though it is, I suppose, illegal. But yeah, cheap, but that's a brilliant effort from him. He's actually a hydrate athlete, by the way, one of the brands on the NPL, the sports drink. So good to see them backing one of the best. Good rolling more this from UCT. And there it is. They're over. Well, after a bit of a shaky start, UCT have really kicked into gear and shown a bit of class with ball in hand and now showing a bit of power as they battle it over. Really, really well said, Moore. Got Joshua Strauss as part of the coaching staff for UCT. Sure, he'll be playing a big part in that. Oh, it's absolutely cooking. I'm just getting my fan off. Apparently, it's about 35 degrees down in Bloem at the Shimla Stadium. And so, yeah, it's not feeling much less than that in my studio over here. Off the post it goes. Will remain at 12 points. Right, 12 points to 5 after 10 minutes. As I said, apparently it is 5 points. I thought he had gotten it. I'm very confused with what's going on there. So we'll go back to what the... I got my score completely wrong here. Shimla's with 5, UCT with 12 at the moment. That is what the scoreboard reflects on the TV. Seems to be a little bit of confusion as to exactly what's going on there. As I said, the Varsity Cup website had it at 7 points for Shimla's. So I'm trying to find out exactly what's plotting. Still has it at 7 points for Shimla's. It has it at 7-0. So that's how good the Varsity Cup website scoreboard is updating, which is taking a while there. A bit of a kicking battle now between the two teams. And Davis eventually decides to go himself and caught on the ball. Now Kuvot. Oh, that's a nice tackle. But coming from the captain, Pierre Ace, bringing down Keegan Blackenberg. But now the penalty conceded, going straight off his feet. I don't know if they've marched back to him easier. I think they have, actually. As Scorzo and Klope didn't appreciate something that was said and had a bit of a shove. Nothing too hectic, though. Yeah, now the website's updated 5 points 12. So apparently that is the score. That's actually very nice. I don't know why I'm surprised, but it's very nice. Literally got today a whole bunch of hustling energy drinks. And they'll keep me going for the next couple of games. Now, good work this from UCT going on the right-hand side. Steps back inside. Solid carry there coming from Luke Berger. Now Davis goes short to the big man, Brian LaRue, the big tight head. And the balls come out on the Shimla side, but a penalty. Once again, I think it's all feet. So just the breakdown coming a bit of an issue here for Shimlas. No, in fact, it's tacked on the rolling away is the problem. Right, it's another opportunity for UCT to really start driving home their advantage. I think it's going to rain now, actually. Quite nice if it does. Right, on the 5-meter line here are UCT. Jan van Rijn at the front of the lineup. The UCT captain takes it well. Looking to try and replicate that try from a few minutes ago. Looks pretty well set. Now here comes the counter shot from Shimlas. UCT does use it. So carry they're coming from Joshua Ball. Now Ndao. Ndao still going. I think he's going to be held up though. Has he managed to free his hands? No, held up. Held up. So it'll be a scrum. Got 5-meter scrum here. Shimla's captain Pierre A sporting the Sia Khaleesi boots. I'd love to get a pair of those. Pretty expensive, but they're very cool. I have to sell the shirts, I think, at this stage. All smiles on the side. To be a student again, watching a bit of Monday Rugger. Miss the days. They're the lads, the buggers. Tell you what, there's a good front row candidate there. Right, so 5-meter scrum, yeah, for UCT. Setting up down the left. So I think watch out for it to be low. I think he'll be a good target. Right, pack weights, 881 kgs for Shimlas, 866 for IKEYS. Tight 5 there. And I think that the try scorer, Rian van der Merwe, probably adding quite a lot of that weight. Right, first scrum of the day, actually. Good scrum there from UCT. That's a big carry from Ball. Still working hard. Just a few meters short. And another penalty being conceded. I tell you what, I think Shimlas could be at risk of losing a man here. A couple of back-to-back penalties inside the red zone. This time it's number 8, Kwesi Dlamini, who's been penalized. Another scrum here. Have a UCT, 82% territory so far. Looking pretty good looking scrum. The ball pops on to the left hand side. Good carry there from Kuvort. 5 meters out. Ndao. Pick up and go here. Meter or 2 being made. Shimla's having to work hard in defense now. UCT looking at their third try. UCT are almost over. Just short. Looking for options. The ball taking a while to emerge on the UCT side here. And it's another penalty. Rian Guinness there. I couldn't get that ball out. And you can see he's asking the question. I think he's said a couple of things to the referee, saying like we've had quite a few penalties now in this area of the field. So there's no doubt that Johan van Rijn, the UCT captain, will be mentioning it to the referee, looking to try and see if they can try and get themselves a one-man advantage. But now Kian Davis, they're going to go for the corner here. Looking at the line out, they had two opportunities at the scrum. Then I'll go to the line out. They had a good rolling maul try earlier, so can back the tactic. Good catch there from the cat. That's a really good looking maul. They're almost over UCT. I think it's just short. A couple of Shimlas players are now over that ball, and they've won the penalty. Well, that's really, really good work from Shimlas. And I think it's Niels Volsking who's managed to win that penalty. I'll tell you what, the maul just kind of disintegrated, really. It looked really good, and then all of a sudden, players were just everywhere. I think the ball the ball carried and isolated, and a whole bunch of Shimlas players were all over that for their third turnover of the game. Not a great kick. They actually haven't even cleared it outside that 22, so you need to be a little bit better, I think, well, Ethan Wenzel. But main thing is that they have got possession, so they'll have the feed for the line out. It's a pretty good line. I go to the back of the line out. And it goes back to Wenzel, who's going to look for a bit more distance this time. Right, here we go. Into the hands of into Koza Makaza. He goes to Duran Kuvort. Oh, dear. Oh, my living. Oh, he's been manhandled. Oh, dear. You won't want to watch that later. Good hands. Hands. Oh, jeepers. What a carry that is. The bus is full, I'll tell you what. Now chipped over the top by Yenis. And very nicely done there by Michael Annies, who just locked it. And now he's going to send it back. So nobody back for UCT now. Having to go back is Kian Davis. They allowed it to bounce. It's going to stay inside, though. Plenty of sport. Goes to the boot. Now with a bit more time. And he needs to find a decent clearance. Will look for to find touch. Does find touch inside UCT territory. So that's actually a really good exit there from the Shimlas. He's a bit frustrated, but I think that's decent effort. Anytime when you drive them back into their own half, I think you've done well. So defense there from Shimlas. UCT back on the front foot, though. That's really good hand, but the ball's going to knock down and falling back the UCT side. Yeah, I think there was a couple of double knock on. I think the first will come from UCT. I think it'll be a Shimlas scrum. I think they're having a water break here, which is fair enough because it's flipping baking. Right, and over there, I'm going to show you, we have a bit of time, yeah? So, you're going to have an opportunity to learn a little bit more about our partners who are NPL, who are bringing to you the entire Varsity Cup campaign that we are going to do. We're going to get to some games, we're going to go chat to some of the students and sort of see what's cooking. We will be going to the final, wherever that may be. It'll be quite cool if like a Stellenbosch, actually, because I've never been to Stellenbosch. So, very keen to sort of see where this is going to take us. But until then, here is a bit more about one of the NPL's brands, which is Hydrate, their sports drink. And check it out. We'll be back in a Right, so big shout out, as I said, to MPL who are powering the stream and the entire Varsity Cup campaign that we're going to be doing. It's currently a strategy break, and the mascots are up there having a bit of a dance off. It's the UCT IKEYS Tiger, and I'm not entirely sure what the Shimlas are supposed to be. Looks like a bit of a wolf. Oh, do you man? I just so jealous. I just remember being a student on a Monday afternoon, go down and watch a bit of Varsity Cup. Wow, I used to watch Varsity Shield, but you can be on a Monday, you know, straight out of lectures. There's genuinely not a better way to start a week than this. This is the elite way to start your week. One of the best things that's happened to SA Rugby, I think, genuinely, is Varsity Cup. And we will be live again after this game, by the way. We have got Marty's taking on the NW Eagles. So very, very keen to see how that plays out later tonight. The Maroon Machine, as Marty's known. Right, we're going to resume with a scrum on the halfway line. Shimla's put in, I believe. Yeah, it is. And we've now got the pink ball, which I think will be in effect for the next 10 minutes. So that penalty coming from Shimla's. Well, there we go. That might be what they might need for a little bit of momentum. And yeah, you can see there, Intercorso Kloppe just deciding to remind Brian LaRue, who's just been pushed back of the dominance he just had at that scrum. And Wenzel now. Not the best. Not a bad clear. I mean, for touch, just short of the 22. So nice taking opportunity here for the Shimlas. So it started work there from Grigri. Now Wenzel. Big carry there coming from Justinel. Bester. Fighting hard in the tackle. Almost held up though. Just outside 22. Shimla's now going up the right hand side. Wenzel. It's a good tackle from the front range. Good read from the big lock. And another penalty being conceded. Offside is the call. All the way back towards the 22. He's taking it quickly though. He's done really well here. Jean Renal trying to get pick up the pace of play here. And Shimla is so busy having a bit of a rift on the side. They almost lost possession. And now the ball's gone straight down. Backwards is the call. Michael Annies just brought down. South 22 of the Shimla. There's a bit of patience here. Pick up and go. Not a bad option there from Niels Volskenk. Now, big carry there coming from Grigri. Showing goes. And now gets the chicken wing pass, but it's turned over. And the big lock was off. Van Daal was going to go on a bit of a run, but penalty advantage there for Shimlas. So they'll go back for it. Another penalty for UCT. And a little bit of pressure now. Shimlas looking to get themselves back in the game after the perfect start. They've kind of got a bit quiet. Oh my goodness. Well, that's nothing out of nowhere. And look at the size of Queensland. I mean, you're not stopping him from that kind of range, are you? Well, I mean, UCT apparently aren't. Well, there it is. I said they needed a way back in the game, and apparently all you need to do is tap the ball, give it to Queensland, and he'll do that just for you. It was 10th Varsity Cup try for the big number 8. Shimla's back on the ball after 22 minutes. Kick to come to level the scores. And you can just see, he just decided, he actually saw the space and just went himself. Yeah, such a big man. I think Ndao was caught mapping it a bit there. Saw the opportunity and took it. Right, Ethan Wenzel, his second kick of the match was unsuccessful as first. comes off the upright. So the score remained at 10 for the Shimlas. Restart from UCT. Then on the oh, I tell you what, he almost intercepted that. It would have been a big moment in the game if he had managed to do that. I'm not sure who it was. I think it could have been Kian Davis. No, it was Giannis the scum off. Came flying through trying to intercept that. Now Wentz will eventually look to clear. Right, options. What do you want to do? Goes inside. Decides to go to the big man. Laura Dalport. Penalty advantage for UCT. Bit of space for Kruger. Got a bit of time to build up a bit of steam. Scored the first try for UCT. Nice and flat, but left behind by Dalport. Go back for the penalty. Bit of rain, my son. We probably hear a bit of the thunder that's currently going on. I'm not going to complain though. It's been so flippin' hot today. A bit of rain would be quite nice actually, just cool things down. Taking the points here. So, I said the leading scorer of last year's competition, Intercourse Makaza, has decided that he's going to start getting his personal tally up a little bit. 2 points to his name so far. Interesting to see his kicks with his scrum cap, which you don't often see. Also, you don't often see Wings taking being the place kick as well. So, nothing orthodox here, but looks like a pretty good kick. It is a very good kick. And UCT will just add a couple of points or 3 points to the board there. And just, I think, absorbing a bit of pressure. I think that's the right decision just to get the scoreboard moving a bit again there. So 15 points to 10 after 25 minutes. I don't think Shimlas will be too upset with that. I think they'll feel that they've started to sort of turn the tide a little bit now, building a bit of momentum though. So it's been quite an interesting half so far. It's been a bit of an arm wrestle. Almost taken out the ball. It was. They've been really poor at conceding penalties shortly after kickoff. It has been 25 minutes, Comedy Clips. Unfortunately, we're trying to get our data provider clock working. It's not currently. It is the first game, so I don't know if that's the case or if this is going to be the case the entire tournament. It becomes a bit difficult, though, for us to be able to get a clock when our data provider doesn't work. This is the problem with smaller tournaments as well. Because a lot of them don't have live scoring and live data providers. That's pretty poor actually. Rated below low. They're taken out in the air. I'm not entirely sure how Kevin Dupree ever thought that he actually could have had a right to have gone for that. Clearly wasn't going for the ball. Clearly impedes rated below low. Now flat. Too low. You see a bit of treatment. It seems to be okay. And a penalty at the breakdown for Shimlas. I'll tell you what. They were pinged a couple of times early on. Since then, they've managed to obviously sort out whatever the issues were because they won about 3 or 4 turnovers now. So all of a sudden, getting a bit more involved with the breakdown here on the home side. And Wenzel finds touch outside 22. That's a much better kick from him. Starting to grow with a bit of confidence, I think, is the Shimlas 10. Walk towards the back. It's a good line. Goes down, but no, skew from the wee man McGuigui. They've been quite expansive with their lineout so far, Shimlers. That's the second time you've seen them going all the way back towards the back of the lineout. So interesting there. Usually early on, especially early on in the season, you know, you'll like to sort of stick to basics with the sort of early season nerves, but yeah, backing themselves. Unfortunately, not coming off with this time. It'll be a scrum, which I don't think they'll mind. They had a pretty good scrum earlier. So Rian van der Merwe caused a Klopo up against Machleli Kuzwao and Brian Leroux. Very solid scrum there. It's benched used by Ryan Dennis, goes down the right-hand side. Now Currie Dupree goes inside to Michael Annies. He's looking to run, but that's not the right decision. He's going to be held up here. Josh Ball's gotten up there. Eventually managed to bring him down to ground, but as I said, the more was called, so we turnover ball. That's really, really good work, both from Sipo Dianase as well as Joshua Ball. He got up nice and quickly, and Michael Annies had to kick that. He really had to kick that. Completely isolated, and as soon as the step didn't come off, he's always going to be under a lot of pressure, and yeah, just held that far too easily. Turnover ball, UCT will have a scrum. And it's a bit unnecessary, because I think he's just inviting unnecessary pressure onto his side. It'll be a low, almost through into Kaza to Joshua Ball. UCT into the 22, back down the right hand side they go. Dalport. Penalty of orange here. Show and go from Rian Jennis. Good continuity down the right hand side. Little chip over the top. Yeah, from Keon Davis. And he's in a lot of pain there, Severe Zandani. And I think it was Dianase who went up to try and compete for him. Both had rights to go for it, to be fair. Nice little moment between the two. And just offside there from Shimlers. It's another penalty inside the 22. I think they're quite lucky they haven't lost someone, you know. Right, I'll take the points here. So Intercorso Makaza. He's 2 from 3 at the moment. Wanted to hit the post, so he's kicked pretty well. We're going to try to add the 3 extras and make it a more than a converted try of a lead. And that's sailed through the middle of the sort of the NFL type of polls that Shimlers have. And you still go up to 18 points to 10 with just under 10 minutes left in the first half. But really starting to control things now, starting to dominate proceedings here. UCT looking very, very comfortable. Right on the right-hand side, once again, it's towards you to be low. He's knocked it on. So turnover ball here for Shimlers off the kickoff. No advantage there. They'll go to the knock-on. So they have a scrum just outside of 22, which, considering that they have had a scrum penalty, would be a good opportunity for them. Right, what can Shimlas cook up? So I was down the right-hand side on the 22, so they've got quite a lot of space on the left-hand side to work with. Personally, I think they'll probably be looking for a scrum penalty and then kick to the corner. Yeah, once again, working really hard through there. They have a reset here, but there's a bit of, it does seem to be a bit of dominance. And Kloppe asking the question from the touchline referee, asking why they're not being awarded for what he has reckoned he's got the dominance there. So him and Rian van der Merwe doing good work so far at scrum time. And the UCT props of Kuzwa and LaRue under a bit of pressure now. All right, let's see if we can try and find more dominance again. This time looks like a bit of a better shot from UCT. Penalty advantage here for Shimlas though. They go. I'll tell you what, it's a good carry there from Justinal. He had Zane Best outside him. Popped up. And on the angle comes Severus and Donny. Goes himself to John Reynal, the scrum off. He's not afraid to carry. Another try scorer there. Crazy Damini filling in at scrum half. Working hard. There's Kloppe, the big loose head prop. Now Benz will see a bit of space on the right hand side. Chips over the top. Is he going to be able to get there? I tell you what, I think that's brilliant, brilliant covering. I think it's Ryan Jennings there who manages to get there in front and dots it down. It's a nice option from Benson, and you can see how quickly he identified the space. Zane Bester was after it as well. Go back for the penalty at scrum time, so they'll kick to the corner, I'm sure, yeah. And Shimla's just trying, let's say, with a bit of an arm wrestle, trying to wrestle their way back into the game shortly before half time, trying to see if they can go in, if not if not in the lead, at least basically, you know, more so in the game. Yeah, give it a try, puts them 1 point behind, and you can just see here, yeah, completely dropping it at the moment. It was clearly Kuzwa. So good work being done by Rian van der Merwe. Try score for Shimlas. That's a pretty poor lineup though. And it's come now the side of the UCT, so really, really poor communication. I'll tell you what, it's not the first line that's gone a bit haywire. So we're going to have to sort that out. We'll, Renier for you and Niriyema McGuigui. Right, now option, yeah, Michael Annies. A lot of pace. There's a long pass out towards the left-hand side. Now Zondani loses the ball forward in contact. So turnover ball here for UCT. And no advantage there. They'll go back for the knock-on. So, a couple of mistakes here for Shimlas. Just keeping into the game there. Struggling to build a bit of momentum, really. And you can just see, just trying to free up his hand so he can get the offload away to Joshua Ball. Or sorry, Houston now, rather. Good work there. Long pass out to Nkazo. He's had to pound the ball up and eventually managed to bring it down. Pretty poor offload. Benson goes into his best. Has he got the pace? You bet he's got the pace. He's going over. Well, fortuitous try, but they'll take it with Shimlas. That's what you needed. Bit of luck. Bit of luck for the home side. That's nice and close. Right, well, people, if the stream goes down, it's because we've been hit by lightning, which did happen last week, and that sounded pretty close. So, yeah, fun times over here. But a little earlier, or late Christmas present there for Bester. Look at the pace he had. He had that really good tackle earlier. Now he's got to try. He's a player to watch, is Bester. And over he goes. And this crowd love it. Just over 3 minutes to go till half time. Has he nailed it? I think he has, you know. Yeah, just the 50-50 offload there from McCarthy. It probably wasn't ever on and not really needed either. But Zainbester, the beneficiary. Shimlas have hit back, and they're about to say, I think Vince did nail that. So it's a 1-point game as we head towards half time. 37 minutes left on the clock there. That's a good take. And I'll tell you what, I've been very, very impressed so far by John Raynell. Looks a really good player. Now Wenzel needs a bit of space down the left-hand side. He's going into with confidence so far as Wenzel. Started a bit shaky, but has looked pretty good in the last few. Now it's opposite number, returning the favour. Kieran Davis goes down, but that might be too far. You know, that ball needs to hit something and stop. No, but it's going to stop in the in-goal area. And Michael Andes will just dot it down for a 22 dropout. And I'll tell you what, I'm trying to decide which coach would be happier. I think the Shimlas coach would probably be the happier of the two, in that the game is still very much in the balance, despite the fact that I don't think they've been great. I think that UCT have been the better side so far overall. Although the last few minutes, I think the Shimlas has definitely improved. But yeah, they're staying in the game, which is the main thing, the home side. Right, kick and chase there coming from Kieran Davis. It's a bit deep. And Dupree returns the favour. I think that's going to be out in the full. It is going to be out in the full. That's a really bad mistake. And with just over 90 seconds left on the clock, he's gifted UCT a line-out just outside the 22. So a late opportunity here for the Cape Townians to try and hit back and score a try before half-time. Don't necessarily. Where are you watching the game? Super Sport 2. I don't know what we're on. I don't know what channel I'm actually on, yeah. But yes, it is on Super Sports. Right, so Blackenberg needs to find a good throw. Goes to his captain, Van Rijn, brings it straight down into the midfield. They go to Betabila low. Bursts through one tackle, eventually brought down inside the 22. That's not a great pass, but it's a good pickup. McCarthy steps inside. Still going, good leg drive from the wing. Bit of space on the left-hand side. Blackenberg steps inside of Pierre Ace, the Shimlas captain. Ball comes loose, but it's been dived on. It's really good work. McCarthy now at scrum half. Not a great pass. Not too many options here. Chabal will just hammer it up. The right option there from the number 12. Now a bit more structure. And that's a poor pass. Vitabila going to have to go all the way back to try and clean up. No advantage. So they'll go back for the penalty, or UCT just as well, because they just had no momentum there whatsoever. I'm going to take the points here. I think he's still not putting the right idea. Actually, McCarthy's going to get... He kicked well so far. They've got a 1-point advantage, so they can nail this over. They'll be taking to a 4-point advantage going into half-time. And the main thing will be the fact that they'll be scoring points going into half-time. So I don't think this is the worst option here from UCT. For me, have been the better side. They've impressed me, I think, a bit more than Shimlas have so far. And it's a good-looking kick. Right, so half-time. UCT go up to 21 points through the boots of McCarthy, who scored a lot of the points for them so far. I've been impressed with the side from Cape Town, less so maybe from Shimlas, although I thought Shimlas have had good moments. Started very nicely and had a couple of nice tries, all coming through the forwards. But UCT are, I think, are just managing the game a lot better at the moment. And yeah, right, we're going to go into a break. By the way, we've just received it. And you can officially get 100 Rand off your first order or your entire order of MPL using the code ForeverSports100. That is a link in the description in case you want to, or in case you don't remember it. So 100 Rand off of your entire order. Link in the description. Use the code ForeverSports100. Get yourself some MPL products. I've got mine stacked all over here. We're going to go into halftime, and when we return, we're going to find out if the home side can mount a bit of a comeback, or if it will be UCT who will get the first win of the 2024 Varsity Cup. People, if you're new, smash like on the video. Well, smash like on the video if you're not new, but subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in a few.
Hello and welcome, my name is Reese and today I'm going to be speaking to you about one of our channel partners, BITDEFENDER. Forever Sports is proudly supported by BITDEFENDER, one of the global leaders in cybersecurity. Stay safe with the most consistently top-rated antivirus of the last 10 years and counting. To protect yourself from cyber attacks, protect your browsing and personal information, and so much more, get Bitdefender. With Bitdefender's premium VPN, digital privacy and freedom is as easy as flicking on a light switch. Bank, stream, and download without exposing a single byte of personal information. Unblock your favorite streaming sites and get access to content that you want to watch on up to 10 devices today. Effective, invisible, and amazingly affordable. Use the link in the description to get started. Hello everyone and welcome to Forever Sports. As one of the leading channels in the world providing free coverage of all of your favorite sports, we are asking for your support. Everything that we create at Forever Sports is available for free and always will be. To help us continue delivering high quality content, as well as expanding our coverage, we are asking you to consider supporting the channel by becoming a channel member. As part of the Forever Sports Members Club, you will gain access to select perks, such as exclusive stickers and emojis to use during our watch-alongs and live streams. You will also gain early access to premium content, as well as have your name listed on the channel under channel members. We strive to deliver quality content that is unmatched by other channels, and are always looking to take things up another level. And our members give us the chance to do this. It is thanks to our members and other support that we get from our fans that we are able to deliver campaigns such as the France 2023 on the ground coverage. So if you would like to continue supporting the channel and the free coverage that it provides, be sure to check the link in the description to become
Supposed to feel.
Right, and we are back. Welcome back to the Varsity Cup, and the Shimlas hosting UCT, down 17 points to 21. UCT with that 4-point advantage. Looked pretty good in the first half. I think maybe even could have had an opportunity to sort of put Shimlas away a little bit. So credit to Shimlas who've held on and sort of kept themselves in the game. And that's a nice kick there from Michael Annis just to get the Shimlas, or you pin UCT back rather. But we've got a poll running in the comments asking who you think is going to win. We had 62 votes, and we ended that now. And the leading vote was UCT with 54% of people reckoning that they're going to take the W. After this, we were having Marquis versus NW Eagles, and good try there from good line there from UCT. Now, interestingly, if you saw a sign being held by one of the kids with the 7, it means that if they were to score off this move, for example, it would be a 7-point try. Any sort of try that I think it originates from inside their own half, basically in the same sort of phase, or pastoral play. So if it originates from there, that's a great nice little offload there. As you can see, the signs of their 7. That's nice from Nkazda. Good work there. He's trying to sort of up the ante a little bit here. Davis going nice and flat to the captain. Injecting a bit of pace into the carrying as well. And he's lost the ball in the process, unfortunately. So just when things looking a bit positive there for UCT. A bit of a mistake coming in. But yeah, please make sure you stay on with me. As I said, we're going to watch the Stellenbosch taking on NWU. He used to be called Pucker, then I'll call the Eagles. Or the rugby team is. And we've got a replacement, by the way. So Delport is going to leave the park, and he's going to be replaced by Kraus, who comes off the bench to the number 19 jersey. Shimlas will restart the game with a scrum over here on the far right-hand side, just past the halfway line, inside their own half. So I believe this would also be a 7-point opportunity. They were to go and score a try in this pasture play. Pretty stable scrum here. We did see Shimlas getting some dominance in the first half, but that nothing there. Going himself though, John right now been really impressed with him today. Brought down by McCarza. Good cleaning as well. Looking for options. Good work now down the right-hand side. There you go. Once again, going himself, Johnny now loves having the ball in hand. Not the best. That's very much a non-scrum off pass from Sian Ngiza. But it does work. He managed to pick out his captain. Now good hands. A nice little run being by Ngiza. And it's a good offload to Bensel. Can't sort out his hands. Looking for that offload. Still working hard though. Still going. They're about 10 minutes out now. Our Shimlas. Quick ball needed from Jean now. That's a good carry as well. I think from Kloppe. He's coming to add support. But that's been brilliantly turned over by the UCT. And the kick comes in from, I think it's Duran Kuvort. Now, Annis gets his hands to the tackle. It's a good tackle from Retabila low, but it's good offload. That's a big carry from Houston now. Game's almost suddenly come alive in the last few minutes. And UCT winning a penalty at the breakdown. Really, really good work there from IKEYS. And it's the number 14, Luke Berger. He comes away with the ball. They're under a lot of pressure there were IKEYS, so 2 big turnovers there actually to try and keep them in the game. Wenzel's is down and receiving a bit of treatment. Got a lot better as the game's gone on. I think as Ethan Wenzel. An interesting clash if you're looking at the 210s here. It's a really good tackle there and really, really good work there being done by Luke Berger. Gets his hands over that ball nice and quickly to win the penalty. Kloppe was not impressed with that. He had lots to say to the touchline referee. He needs to wash himself. It's the second time he's had words. Right, so Davis will not find too many meters. He was only 5 meters in from the touchline, so it was always a bit difficult. So anyway, they'll progress further up inside their own half. Keegan Blackenberg will keep the line out and probably look to find his captain, Johan van Rijn. A couple of the UCT players busy warming up on the sides. And it does indeed go to Van Rijn. Pops it to the back. I'll tell you what, that's a good tackle there because Kruger was lurking in the midfield. Now goes to Blackenberg. Nice carry from him. Bit of change of angle, and Davis puts a bit of space down the right-hand side. That's pretty well done by Samdani. He's got himself a good position. No, he wants to go himself. No, he goes. Oh, he lost the ball forward there. Has Duran Kurvort. Kraus now. Watched him last year. An impressive player. Now on the angle, Dow's brought down. But I tell you what, he's been pickpocketed there, and that's Niels Volksking who's come through and grabbed that ball. Nothing like a number 6 with a scrum cap at ego at the breakdown. Little chip over the top from Jean Reynel. I'm not sure it's the right option. He has gone through there to try and win the ball back, but it has not managed to. Kraus comes away with the 2 cards. Now with space. Berger, solid carry from him. Ball's gone to the side here though, and I think there's an advantage. I don't know if it's for a knock-on or for a penalty. I think it's a penalty advantage here for UCT. Yeah, it is a penalty for UCT. Another offside penalty. So Shimla's need just a couple of work-ons that they'll take away from their first game. One of them, I think, they've considered far too many penalties for offside. Sometimes that can just be a bit of laziness, but it's mostly from the kick was really poor from Jean Reynel. And then you can just see never managed to really compete for it either. Right, so UCT get up towards the 10 meter, or the 22 rather. Blackenberg gets his instructions here from the prop. Again, Johan van Rijn, the usual target. But they go short to UCT. In fact, the cameras weren't expecting that. So Blackenberg's fired a few meters. Ball's popped out, and all of a sudden, a lot of pressure on Jenners. Tackle is called, so they do have to release. Kruger pops it up to Brian Leroux. Now Kraus. Solid carry from him. Ball eventually available here for UCT. Options on the left-hand side. Davis goes to Retabile Low. Steps on the inside. It's a deceptively good ball carrier, Retabile Low. Doesn't look like the biggest players, but he gets to counter quite often. Now in Dow, he is one of the big players in this UCT side. And they go to Brian Leroux. He's also one of the big lads. Now Dave's got an inside option. He decides to go himself. Quick ball here from Rian Jenners. Now there's Ndao. Big hit from him. And Berger going himself. Coming inside looking for a bit of work. Ball pops up. And Van Rijn decides to go himself. Slightly isolated and taking a while to clean out. I think it's actually been turned over. It has been turned over. Kwesi Lamini comes away with it. I think the man over the ball, though, was Dionase. And all the way back to Wenzel, who needs to find a good clearance and does exactly that. Very, very good defense there from Shimlas because UCT were looking threatening. No, it's the hooker, Liema Mugwegwe. With that turnover, really, really good work. And then Lamini, they're managing to get the ball off him, create the ruck, and then they managed to find the turnover. So just the one sub so far. Klaas has replaced Laura Dalport. And it's gone through the Klaas's hands. Turnover ball yet to Shimlas. Going pretty direct there was Niels Volksking. And Jean Reynel, no, in fact, it's not Jean Reynel, releases the call. Here's Jean Reynel. Goes back to Wenzel. Wenzel goes to the boot. Options, and Kurvort goes down the right-hand side. Wenzel is there. He's got a bit of time and a decent angle as well. Try and find a clearance. He will find one. I think Dave's going to take it quickly. He does take it quickly. Goes to Burger. Now he's got a lot of pace, this Burger. Down the middle of the park he goes. Eventually brought down. Good carry from the wing. Quick ball now on the left-hand side. Ready to be low. Sells it down. He almost gets in between a couple of players. Makes a few yards into the Shimlas half. But they turn it over once again at Shimlas. Looking for the offload. And they do find one. Now it's to Priya. Oh, and almost intercepted there from Van Rijn. So knock-on advantage for the Shimlas. On the halfway line. You're looking for options. Bensel manages to get it away. Renier Fulyun. Inside ball though. And the kicking behind from Zondwani. Or for Zondwani to chase rather. And that'll work. That'll work. It's got the crowd up on its feet. Game's starting to open up a little bit. It's getting a lot more entertaining in the last few. I think the first half was a couple of you could see two teams settling into things. Now, being a bit more expressive. But I tell you what, there are a lot of players who are down and breathing pretty heavily. You can see this is the first game of the season. Players not quite at the top fitness levels just yet. Going from the Merva, he's down. Getting rid of treatment there. I think he looks absolutely fit. He's got cramp. That's cramp. So I think that'll be the end of his game. And Brian LaRue exits. And he'll walk straight to the bench and take a seat, I think. Yeah, and that was just cramp. Right, so his replacement is onto the park, which is Becker in the number 18 jersey. Right, it will be a Shimlas lineout. No, sorry, your UCT line rather. But yeah, there's a lot of players that look pretty dead on their feet. As I said, it looks exactly like that standard sort of first game of the season where a lot of these players, obviously, you can do as much work in the gym and on the field and the training field as possible, but nothing can quite replicate the game day conditions. And, you always go out and you run a bit more, you run a bit harder. It'll take a while for them to build up that full fitness. It's a good take, though, from Van Rijn. Goes all the way back to Davis. And that's not a bad clearance from the far half. And it's a good chase as well to make sure that you can take it quickly. Right, they go to the captain, do Shimlas. So Ace comes down with it. And Lombard, by the way, has replaced Keegan Blackenberg, the UCT hooker. Roddy Moore, yeah, it's pretty stagnant so far for Shimlas. So I think Jean Renaud will look to use this quite quickly. Now trying to wrap around his Wenzel, looking for options. He does find Annie's. Long pass out wide onto the bounce to Dupree. Dupree needs to step inside. He's got upper options. Zane Best is there, as is Annie's. Now Wenzel fires it short to McGuigui. Just outside the 22 here, Shimlas. Now the big man, Quinton Lamini, gets his hands to the tackle. Now Klopp with the big loose hit to Wenzel, and Wenzel will go over. Brilliant support play. And Shimlas get the first score of the second half. Really, really good work. And what did I say? I keep saying that Wenzel was impressing me. There it is. Ethan Wenzel gets his first Varsity Cup try. But really good support play. Flopper there involved. Good hands there from Quinton Lamini. Yeah, good angle being run by Wenzel as well. Really, really good work. Impressive stuff here from the Shimlas. They take the lead for the first time in the game. No, a lie. They had the lead at the beginning. That's the first time they've had the lead since the third minute. Or fourth minute around there when they had the first try. So 22 points to 21. with the kick to come from the try scorer himself, Ethan Wenzel. So this to add to his personal tally and extend the lead. He does just that. 24 points to 21 is what it will now be. We are sitting at the 54th minute. And it's a good time to remind you that you can get yourself 100 Rand off your first MPL order, our official partners for the Varsity Cup campaign, using the code ForeverSports100. Link in the description, as well as link in the comments. Go and get yourself some MPL products here. I just had a protein bar here. Got the energy drinks, got all the supplements you want, some pre-workouts and post-workouts. Got myself a massive water bottle. There's a good liter in here. But another change for UCT, and they've replaced their fly half Davis. So that's, I think it's Whitson that's come on. Nice strong carry there from Pierre X off the kickoff. Going himself as Kloppe. Backing himself as the loose head after that try assist. John and a bit of pressure here. Pops it to Renier for Yun. He's been hard in the tackle by Kraus and Becker. The two replacements looking to get involved. Now back to Wenzel. Won't find touch. Options you have Kuvort. Let's go. So, he's slippery customer. Now he spins away from one another tackle. Good carry there from the UCT fullback. Now Kraus. He's quite a direct player with ball in hand. Options. Good tackle there. UCT got a penalty advantage now. I think it's tackle without the ball is the call. Now, interesting decision here. A penalty would level the scores. I don't think they'll quite go that way. Yeah, they are going to take 3 points, actually. I don't think it's the worst idea. It does put them level. Still plenty of rugby to play. I think that what they've done so well is that they've really punished Shimlas by taking the 3 points throughout the match and making sure that they're either right behind them or just keeping themselves ahead. So they've managed it pretty well from that perspective. And he's kicked very well as well, has Ntokozo Makaza. So it's a few points to his name. So the top point scorer in the 2023 Varsity Cup campaign has had a pretty good start. And Tom Dawson-Scribb, the UCT coach, very impressed with what he's doing with the UCT side. Will be a bit more happy now they are back to level. Andre Trudeau is the Shimla's coach, who have been happy with that first start. Be a bit frustrated, I think, at the discipline, because there has been a bit of a lack of discipline, which is why they haven't really been able to build momentum yet. Shimlas is gifting far too many easy threes to UCT. It's a solid carry there coming from, I think it was Joshua Ball. Now stepping around, still stepping is, I think it's Julian Kuvort. That was ready to be low. Now Kraus, solid carry from him. Now Kuvort back in the pocket. I'll tell you what, searching for 50-22, that could be brilliant. That is brilliant. Ethan Wenzel has grown into so much confidence this game, and now he's just absolutely nailed a 50-22 to the point where he's put them on. In fact, I think is that the replacement there? Is that Giddy? Yeah, I think it's Giddy who's come on actually. So it's the replacement fly half. And they're taking the tap and go, so that's a Varsity Cup rule, by the way, that you can have that option. Now, options there is Giddy, the man who got them there. Shimla's on the front foot here. Looking to try regain that lead. McGuigui. The hooker carries strong. Almost through to Jean Renel. I'll tell you what, I said he loves a little snipe. Slightly isolated, but I think the ball will eventually come back to the UCT, I mean to the Shimla side. They are struggling to get it out. There it is. Now it does appear. Not clean ball though. Pick up and go. They'll do this to try and free up Jean Renel. No, Klopp is going to go himself. Another pick up and go, this time from Pierre Ace, the captain. Now Zambesta just goes himself. Pick up and go from Jean Renel. Has he managed to find it through his hands? No, it's going to be held up. It's going to be held up. Referee hasn't made a decision yet. I think he actually might be going upstairs. Mentally, to think that you can go upstairs. I don't think you actually could. Right, I think we are having a look here. So Jean Renel, I'll pick up and go. Retabile low, as well as Kuvort trying to hold him up. Now he's landed on Retabile low. His arm is there. Does he manage to free his arm and get a grounding? I don't think that ball's coming down. Or there it is. That could be grounding for me. That would be enough for me. If I was the TMO, I'd be awarding that. I reckon there is grounding. See, initially he's on the arm of Retabile low. And then he keeps going, keeps going, keeps going. He then seems to manage to move it down in between the head of low, sorry, the head of Kuvort and the arm of low. I think that should be considered grounding. You can see Retabile's full arm there, so yeah, I think that's down. For me, that's down. And the diving player, I think that's Kuzwa, who's trying to put his arm underneath there, but he gets there too late. Okay, so the on-field decision was no try. It will be a try, though. So good work being done by Jean Renel, who's, as I said several times, been very impressive for me. I've really, really enjoyed his work so far. So, yeah, I think he's deserved that. He loves to go on a bit of a snipe, likes to carry the ball. You can see he's got an eye for the try line. And just sneaking through a half gap there, managing to twist in the tackle and manage to get grounding. And first kick for Gideon. I think he's that's come off the post actually. So they do take the lead, but it'll stay at 29 points rather than 31. Worth noting, by the way, that they were only down there because of that brilliant 50-22 from Giddy. So he's had a good start to his match. And Shimla's definitely looking like the better side so far in the second half, and really has been bit from the front there, Jean Renel. Pierre Ace as well, the captain, making a couple of big hits. Now it's a strategy break. So a couple of opportunities for the coaches, and you can just see they're split into two groups, the back line and the forwards, to have a chat about what's going on. And if you want to speaking about, you want to know what's going on, well, why would you want to get NPL? Because it's just better. And if you don't believe me, well, let's hear from them themselves, shall we? Right, so there we go. Just better is NPL, which by the way stands for Nutritional Performance Labs, in case you're wondering. And you can get R100 off your order if you use the Forever Sports 100 code. That is the code Forever Sports 100. Get yourself R100 off your order. Go and check their website out now. Go show them your support, because through their support, we're being able to bring you all this sort of coverage throughout the Varsity Cup campaign. Many, many matches to come. This is day one of what's going to be a long and fun tournament to cover. We're going to be going to certain games. Other games that are happening, by the way, today are, you've got CUT taking on UJ in Bloemfontein as well later today. UWC hosting Wits. And then the feature game tonight will be Marties versus FNW Eagles. That is down at the Darnie Craven Stadium. And so that will be the featured match. Next week will be live for UJ versus Shimlas. So Shimlas once again get a TV game. And then IKEYS, we were just watching now, up against Marties at the Green Miles, the Cape Derby. I would love me a derby game. I think those derby games are so much fun. We're going to one, actually. We're going to the UJ versus Wits one, which I believe is in March, I think, or could be, in fact, I think it could actually even be in April. Where is it? It is 25th of March, UJ versus Wits at the UJ Stadium, 7 o'clock. We will be there, so you can come and say how's it and meet the team. But in the meantime, plenty of rugby to go before then. The final, by the way, for the Varsity Cup is on the 22nd of April. Semi-finals will be on the 15th of April, one at 16:45 and one at 7 o'clock. If the UCT are in the semi-finals and they've got a home semi-final, you might even see me there. So I'll be down in Cape Town anyway. So yeah, and then let me know who you guys supporting. Which is your university. Who you backing here. Do you know mates playing, for example? That was always the cool thing about this, is that literally it's just your varsity mates and your lecture mates and stuff like that. You see on a day-to-day basis, all of a sudden playing on TV in the Varsity Cup. Such a cool competition, and see some schoolboys out there watching on. I think it's a couple of grey blazers from the looks of it. Grey blonde, the school, as opposed to the actual colour of the blazer. Thankfully, I'm not seeing any beers from the lads, so good to see them remaining disciplined. You can have your beers once you get to varsity. You'll have plenty of them. Right, and we're going to have the restart here. The pink ball's out, by the way. And a big shove now needed from UCT. They've just lost a lot of momentum. Shimlas have been really impressed with the second half. They've really come out to play. And Kuvort, I think he's actually going to 10 at the moment, has put that too far. You see, this is the thing, you start getting under pressure, start making silly mistakes, and kicking it dead is a very, very big mistake. It's taking all the pressure that you can try and exert onto Shimlas off, and in fact, they've got so much momentum, and you just give them another opportunity to get back into your half and to sort of carve out some more scoring opportunities. So poor game management from UCT, which is what I thought they were so good at in the first half. But yeah, listen, it's all about momentum, isn't it? And you've got to ride the momentum when you have it, and you've got to try and just sort of slow it down even when you don't. And that's why I think UCT have not done particularly well this half. Ever since I let me very big scrum there from Shimlas, but in fact, penalty going UCT's way. There are some words after it as well. And I think that's the replacement hooker who wants to get a bit involved. And Lombard, it is indeed. So it looked like a big scrum, but it had an illegal scrum from Shimlas. So they are penalised, and UCT will be able to kick their way into Shimlas half and try to start building up a bit more pressure once again. Well, he doesn't find touch. Doesn't help anything. You see what I mean? See what I mean by mistakes? You've now got an opportunity to try and hit back and build some more pressure, and you kick it. You don't kick it dead. We don't kick it out. I suppose as bad as kicking it did, really. So they will have the lineup, though, will UCT, but all the way back on the 10 meters, opposed to inside of 22. So still an opportunity to try and make this count. Good take there from Kraus. Now low. No, in fact, it's Gianase. It's a nice carry from the big number 6. Like to see him with ball in hand. Looking for options now. Nice and flat to Berger, who's left behind, but it falls into the hands of Lombard. Back to Berger. Has Berger at the pace. He decides to go to Kruger for number 2 in the corner. Go UCT. That's what they needed. But I don't think it's going to count. I think it was a forward pass or yeah, I wondered about it, I must admit. I thought it could have been forward or far out of Berger. He left it behind, and yeah, I didn't call it initially. I think that could be the problem there. That final part to Berger, I think, could actually be more the issue. The touch judge actually stopped running off, so I'm interested to see where the scrum's going to be. If it's outside 22, it'll be that second pass. That was the issue. And now we've lost our feed. Well, that's fun. All right, so just trying to sort this out. We'll have a feedback very, very shortly. So we just had a couple of technical difficulties. We'll be back up very shortly. There we go. There it is. All right, cool. And we haven't missed anything. We always had a couple of resets because we're still at the scrum, which was further back, so it wasn't that final offload. We have another reset scrum here. A little bit of chaotic of the scrum since a couple of replacements in the front row. So it's Pateni on for, as well as Dos Reese. So it's a brand new front row, actually. Hofmeyer also on for Shimlas, and I think for, new front row as well. So so it's Lombard, Beckett, and Becker for UCT. And number 20 on as well, Nyali on the flank there for IKEYS. Big scrum there from the Shimlas. Penalty advantage as well. And there's the penalty. Yep. Big moment in the game for them. I think they've absorbed a couple of minutes of pressure from the UCT and now sort of settling back into it. You can see the big scrum there. I think that's, Pateni there is just absolutely hammered back Becker. Really good technique there from the Shimlas. Lucid. Good pass there from Johnny now to the midfield. Zane Best to carry it up in the midfield. Not sure about the top from John now. Again, not sure that's the right option. Into the sun, though. And Dupree almost comes away with it. Has a knock-on advantage here. So UCT have managed to turn it over. Luke Berger's not the best kick, and there's an advantage. With a knock-on, they'll go back for it. And you can see Hassan proving quite difficult to cope with for UCT. And I think you'll see on that sort of that touchline on the right-hand side, I think you'll see I mean, Shimla's look to try and kick it and try and chip over the top there. Right, so it's going to be a scrum, yeah. And again, that's another so it's Roach. Matt Roach is on for UCT. So I think both sides have emptied their benches. Yeah, I don't think there's anybody in the bench or either side who's still off it, except for I think the scrum offs. I think we have seen. So John now still on. So I don't think we've seen. Yeah. Another big scrum there from Shimla's, but they do manage to get it out, and it's a good carry there from Joshua Ball. That's a nice big carry from Kraus. He's really, really strong with ball in hand. This is a bit more like it. Pick up and go from Makaza. They've made a lot of ground there from the 22 out towards the 10 meter already. Nice and short from Ball. An advantage as well. Low. And we're back for the penalty. Yeah, this is looking a lot better from UCT. A bit more confidence. Still trailing by 5 points or so at UCT. So a converted try will be enough for them to get the job done. But they need to find the opportunity to get that. Decent kick as well for UCT. Big opportunity now. 13 minutes left on the clock, or just over 12 minutes left on the clock. But can they make it count is the big question. 14 penalties conceded by Shimla's. And UCT have generally been quite good at exploiting them, taking a lot of 3 points so far across the game. 6 handling errors from the home side, 5 from IKEYS. Good line up there. I'll tell you what, Roach crack on the angle. That's a really good line being run. Quick ball there from Jedis. Kraus, once again, been so industrious since coming on. Kuzwara now, good carry from the loose head. Turnover ball though. And then return over by UCT. Good work there from them. Now Low steps inside. Wants to try and straighten back on the angle. Pick up and go. This is good work here from UCT. Can they make it count? Penalty advantage. They've picked up and go just short though. Kraus offloads to Jenis. To Low. Low's going to go over. Surely Low does go over. UCT level the scores with just over 10 minutes to go. And he's deserved that, to be Low. He's been really good today. Was one of the players to watch, and that's his 9th Varsity Cup try. Knows how to find the that white line as the outside centre. Right, big kick this year from Akaza. He's kicked really well. He nails this. And UCT will retake the lead. He doesn't have a lot of time in this Makaza. He's going to have to take quite quickly. And he's unfortunately missed it. Right, so 29 points apiece is how it stands with 10 minutes to go. The final stanza of the game will be played on level terms. Right, so UCT looking for a win. I mean, they last year's finalists going down to NW Eagles in the final. And I think he might take it quickly, and I don't think they will. It's a good kick there from UCT. Players going off down at the bottom here, by the way. I'm not sure who it is. It might be Mklaba. They do take it quite quickly eventually. Bit of a wraparound. Goes himself, looking for an offload. Ball over the top. That's been intercepted by Berger. And there was a knock on, though, from UCT, so it'll be a Shimla scrum. Right, can they find that moment, UCT? Can they find that winning moment? Or can Shimla's find that winning moment? Shimla's finishing, I think it was about 6th or 7th on the log last year. Just missing the cut to those playoffs. Right, what can they do? Hey, man. It'd be really nice if the stream didn't keep going down. Come on, man. Let's get this going again. I've got 9 minutes of rugby to watch, and then we've got a bit of a break, and then we've got another one coming up. There we go. We're kind of almost back. Right, big scrum there from Shimla. Surely penalty coming. No, penalty coming for UCT, in fact. So an opportunity now for UCT. They're going to take the points here because the Corpus kicking team. All right, into Causa Makaza. 5 from 7 so far today. Racked up quite a lot of points himself. Needs to find a good kick. That's a great kick. It's going to go over. UCT will take the lead in the final 7 minutes. 30 points to 29 with literally just about 7 minutes on the clock. And it looks, by the way, as if we've got a no. That's very delayed. Our data providers finally decided to start working, but unfortunately, it is quite far behind. So we'll get that working hopefully for the second game. In the meantime, that is the score: 32 points to 29. Hooverwood has not found touch there. And there's an opportunity now for Shimla's on the counter-attack. That's Mubby Chair. He's just come onto the park. Hofmeyer caught on the ball. Nangiza, the big number 7. That was surely a knock-on. Yeah, penalty, if I say. Hands all over the ball. Not entirely sure what Seaport DNRC thought he was doing there. And Giza down with a bit of cramp. Decision time now. Do they take the 3 points and level the scores up? They're right in front of the poles. Or do they try and go for the corner? Are they going to be brave or are they going to take the point? I think they're going to take the points here. Yep. Bradley Giddy. He was 0 from 1. Kicked to come off the post last time. It wasn't far away. He's bang in front. Should be pretty straightforward for him. Head down. And over. Right, 32 points each. Yeah, so our data provider certainly need to work. Hopefully this will start to kick in and for the Marty's game. I think it'll take a while for these things usually in the new tournament to start working, but hopefully we'll get that going so we can have our clock and everything back. It's another really, really poor kickoff though from UCT. Once again, it's got straight into touch. You cannot be doing that. It's the second time he's done it and really not good enough. Right, options here for Shimlas. They can go left, they can go right. Man on screen is a dangerous player. Avuyile Mabache. Already had a pretty good first touch. Now on the right-hand side they go. Little kick ahead from Giddy. Good covering there from McCarthy, who's then hacked it down the right-hand side. And Berger, well, they spilt it there, has Houston now. And then a penalty to UCT. Now, is this within McCarthy's range? It looks pretty in front. It's just on the halfway line, and they have caught for goal. That's, yeah, getting a bit sweaty bum time now. Sweaty bum time there for a couple of teams. 32 points apiece. Now another penalty. And just Houston again is horribly wrong. And then, yeah, you can just see Hoffman in front of the kicker. Well, in front of the ball, the Houston now, he knocked that on. And you could just see as he went for the ball, then realized he should have left it. But by then he'd already played it. So, into cause though, McCarthy. And that camo scrum cap of his. 6 from 8 so far. A kick to potentially win it. Looks pretty good. He's pretty happy with that. Has he got the distance? It does have the distance. That could be the winning moment with 3 minutes to go. It's a good kick, though, from Akaza. He's kicked well tonight. Or this afternoon, rather. Good kick off there from UCT. 3 points the margin at the moment. 35 points, 32. With just almost just over 2 minutes to go. High scoring game though. 67 points in it. And a low kick there. I think there's a knock on. For UCT. We want to try and slow the game down here. Or the penalty. Knock on, yeah. So it'll be a scrum for, I think it's a scrum for UCT. Right, scrum here for UCT. They really want to just try and slow things down. Shimlas will need a big scrum here. That's a decent scrum from UCT. Good hit. Then it's used quite quickly. Pop it to McCarthy. Good offload. And they're away on UCT. Through Roach. Kick ahead. He's trying to chase it down himself. He's going to keep it inside. I tell you what, he's almost over. He actually might be over. We're going to have to go take a check. This could be sensational. I'm not sure what's happened here, people. How he's managed to do that, I do not actually know. We have to wait and see. They're going to go up and check. Brilliant, brilliant work right there. And he goes all the way to the side here, kicks it back in here. Zane Bester then misses it, comes off his back, and then Sipo Dionasa, actually, I think Priya gets there first. There might have been a knock on earlier as well. Right, so there's a knock on in there. So they're going to go back for the scrum with 1 minute to go. Yeah, I see he lost control of it before he kicked to the head there. It's really good work in the end by Roach. And a scrum penalty from UCT. Just and Dianasi goes and celebrates in the referee's face. A bit of a weird thing to go and do, but that should be the game. It is the game. The clock turns red, and UCT, well, sometimes maybe not as convincing as they'd like it to be, but when they really need it most, they're going to take the 3 points here to try and finish on a bit of a high. And last year's finalists will have a winning start to their campaign unless McCarthy absolutely bottles this, doesn't go out, Shimlas go the length and score a try. The only way that they could not win this, but it's been an impressive game from UCT. Shimlas had moments. I thought at one stage they'd really turned the momentum quite nicely, but some of the experienced players for UCT standing out. I thought Kraus off the bench was really, really good. Now McCarthy. I think it's his best kick, you know. Nope, he's nailed it though. 38 points, 32. They will have a kickoff though. Also a Varsity Cup rule though, so this will just be about receiving and getting it out, unless the clock's wrong here. I think it's exactly that. Giddy goes short. The entire Shimlas team is there. All at UCT you have to do is catch it, repurpose, and kick it out. And there it goes. And there it is. Big win that for UCT to go up to Bloemfontein and beat a decent Shimlas side. That's the right sort of start to the tournament they would have liked. People will see you very shortly. Marties versus NW kicks off at 7 p.m. We'll be live for that, so please do not go away. Please do smash like on the video.